Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Frostpunk Endless Mode from the beginning. I've decided to do this on my channel. Today, as I'm off work, I thought I would do a Frostpunk live stream. And what I would also say is if you have any questions about Frostpunk, feel free to ask in the super chat, which I am bringing up momentarily for the live stream. The reason I say if you have any questions is I've got about 300 hours into Frostpunk, so I've played it quite a bit, and if you guys have any questions about the gameplay in general, feel free to ask. What I will also be doing going forwards is each of the scenarios I am going to create a series on my channel covering each of the scenarios before Frostpunk 2 comes out later in the year. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the actual game. So we're at the creation screen, and the reason we're at the creation screen for this is I want to show you a couple of things. So this obviously is all of the scenarios, but what we want to do is endless mode. And for now, we don't want to do endurance or the builders. What we're going to do is serenity. I've done both of these. This is extremely challenging. Once you've done a very good serenity endless build, you can go for endurance, or you can also go for the builders. Now the builders is more difficult because you have no generator at the beginning, whereas serenity, it's already there, and endurance, it's already there as well, but there is limited resources. Hi Frank, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. One other thing I'm going to do is just quickly go to the settings and adjust the audio levels. Let's go with master volume of 5. Let's put the, yeah, that should be fine. UI 7, there we go, 7. And apply, there we go. Okay, so we want to do endless mode, and what we want to do is serenity, but we want to customize it. So customize, and what you want to leave it on the medium difficulty. There's no point in doing easy. Because easy is exactly as it says on the tin, it's very easy. But what you also want is random hazards and settlements. Now, if you turn on settlements, you by default have to have random hazards, but what it does is it makes endless a lot more interesting than not having settlements. Now, we don't want to do rifts, so out of all the different map choices, come on, are you going to let me change the map? No? Okay, so we have to go back, restore defaults, and then change the map maybe. Okay, let's turn off everything. Can you let me change the map, please? Okay. I'm not entirely sure why it's not letting me choose the map. Ah, there we go, that's why. Okay, so I didn't go back far enough. So you don't want to do hanging rock. So if you want an exceptional challenge, do rifts. I would say not for your first attempt. Hanging rock is winter home, so it's the map used for winter home in the main storyline of the game. Again, it's quite a good map, but again, not my personal choice. We've got Serenity, which is from the refugees, so from the scenario The Refugees. We then have Frozen Grove, which is from the Arcs. You have Crags, which I think, as far as I know, is an unused map in any of the scenarios. Then also you've got Canyon, again very similar, it's not really used in any of the scenarios. Then you have the Flats, and you have Crater. Now Crater is what was used for the generator in the main game. However, what I like to use is Flats. The reason being is it is the biggest map by far. So let's customize the Flats, turn on settlements, and start the game. So again, we're on the usual difficulty, we're using the Flats, and we've turned on settlements, which also creates random negative events that happen to you while you're playing the game. Now the start of this is very similar to the start of all the other scenarios, in that you need to deal with certain stuff very, very quickly, and then there is other stuff that you can deal with later on. But I will guide through this because I have several massive endless mode cities, so we'll deal with this. So we're now in and we're at the beginning. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to pause. Always, doesn't matter what scenario you're doing with Frostpunk, you always want to pause the game. Newcastle of the North Actually, that's quite a good city name. I might keep that, actually. Yeah, Newcastle of the North. Okay, so first thing, pause the game. Now, when you do endless mode, you actually have several technologies unlocked that you don't in the main scenarios. A new home, the edge, the arcs, all of the other scenarios. You mainly have to research a lot of stuff, whereas if we go into what we can build from the bat, we can build pretty much everything. So we can build resource depots, gathering posts, sawmills, wall drills, coal thumpers, coal mines and steelworks, which normally have to be researched. Again, we can already build the beacon, we can already build steam hubs, and we can already build workshops. Plus, you have public structures. Okay, so public structures are places where people can go as your city gets bigger. However, first things first, we want to build tents, of course. We have 105 people. So we haven't got enough resources to build all the tents that we want, and we need 2 extra things. Have a look around. What have we got? Okay, so we've got coal over here and wood. Over here, we've got some steel and more coal. Over here, we've got wood and coal. And over here, we've got wood and steel. And then there is more steel back here. And our steel vein is going to be up here. And you should also look for the coal veins as well to see where they are. Okay, so we've got 1 here. And we have got 2 over here. And that is it, I think. Now, again, the positioning of this is not always the same. We have a lot of wood, and not much that way actually. We do have quite a bit over here, and again, just manage your surroundings, just see where everything is. So we've got a bit more wood over here and a bit up here. The last playthrough I'd done on this map, the resource layout was actually very, very preferential, and I found it very easy to work with. This looks a little bit harder. So what we're going to want is 2 gathering posts. So you want to go to resources, you want gathering post. First up, you want wood and coal. So that accesses 2 coal piles and 1 wood pile. And we can connect the path straight away because we've still got enough wood. Okay, just to the edge so that's enough for people to use it. And then again, we've got wood and steel over here, and we've got steel and coal over here, but it's a long way away. Now, we do want steel. So ideally we'll build another one over here. So we want to go to gathering post again. We want to put it where we can access both, and that's that. Now the next thing we want to do is build some tents. We can build a couple to begin with. The reason I'm building these now is so that we can work out where the path is going to go. So we'll build 3. There we go. And then path again up to the gathering post. So that's 2 gathering posts now sorted out. And start. And what you can also do is, this wood is fairly close and the temperature at the moment is fine, so you might as well allocate some people to this wood and go and get it collected. Now we don't need to turn the generator on just yet, there's no need. You can do it towards the end of day 1. Once you've got that stable coal supply coming in. Okay, again, speed up time, there's no point in hanging around. You might as well get stuff done. So speed up time. There we go. Again, get your 10 people in there. Bottom one's nearly done. Okay, we won't speed up time. As soon as this is ready, we will dump people inside it. Okay, and again, 10. There we go. Now, click on your generator and go to consumption. So we're getting 144 coal a day already. Okay, that's from 1 gathering post with 2 coal piles. These people are off to gather the resources here, but we actually still have enough resources to build a 3rd gathering post. So resources, gathering post, and again, just put it up here like this, and then what we can do is we can get some more path up here once we put in some more tents. So let's go to people and go with tents. So we're going to put 1 here, and then potentially 1 here. So the path to that gathering post is going to be a bit pernickety. That's fine. Put in 3 more tents. That's covered half of our population. Okay, right. We want to get some path in. Now for this, we're going to have to come down. We can go through there. That's good. Okay. There we go. And again, just build into your tents and into the middle hub so that the path all connects. And now we can spend the resources that we have on building tents. Okay, So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which covers 100 people. We need one more tent. Plus, we need medical facilities, of course. Now, in the new home scenario, you would actually build enough tents around the edge, but you would leave one for a medical facility, so you put in a medical tent. On this, where it's endless mode, you might as well build solid accommodation all the way around the centre ring. Okay, now we're at 1500 nearly. The day finishes at 1800, so we want to keep gathering resources until the end of the day. Let's speed up time a little bit, and what we can do now is we can cancel the people that are on this. We don't need them anymore, and fill up the gathering post. Okay, now we need 2 additional structures. We need 1 more tent, so that we can put either, see, none of these paths are straight apart from this one, so you might as well put the tent this side. Now that now covers everyone that we need, and what we also need is tech and medical. So we need we need a medical post, and then we need tech if we can still build it. I don't think we're going to be able to. No, we need a little bit more wood and we'll build our first workshop. Okay, we need to turn the generator on because it's the end of the day. So let's keep everyone warm. We've got 5 homeless and we've got some good hope at the moment. We've got no ill. We've turned the generator on, so everything should be fine. But of course the heat does not reach this tent, so this tent will be colder than everything else. So if we go to our temperature overlay, we can see that everything is just chilly, and all these buildings are already livable. And in fact, all of our tents, more importantly, are comfortable, which means there is no chance of falling ill, but somebody could fall ill in the tent outside the centre ring. Again, man the medical post. And nothing to do but speed up time because we're into the first night. So we have plenty of coal already, so we're all good on the coal front. Illness and healthcare, there we go, we've already got somebody ill, and that's because they're in the tent that is in the cold area. Okay. Right, so we're at 5 AM, speed up time again, all the way to 8 o'clock when the day starts. Okay, ding, 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 8 o'clock. Okay, now our first wood sawmill is going to be down here, and we can build our coal mine. Now, with endless mode, building your first coal mine is actually fairly important, as in you want to get your coal industry sorted fairly early. Because it then means you literally never have to worry about coal. You will not be in a situation, because the first storm is fairly quick in endless mode and you have to prepare for it. Okay, so we want 2 workshops. Oh, I haven't got quite enough wood for 2 yet. Come on, there we go. Because that speeds up your research. Okay, we've got our first research building. And what you want to do first, really, is faster gathering. And then we need 2 more things. So let's go to here. We need to go to food, and we need a cookhouse and a hunter's hut. So the 2 additional things that we need. Now, we might as well put the cookhouse behind the medical facility. It should normally fit. No, it doesn't. Okay, fine. So we'll put the cookhouse here. There we go. And then we can put, to be honest, the hunters should really go behind or further out. It's up to you, of course, with layout. But I tend to prefer them further back. But obviously we've got all this stuff to gather first. And we haven't got enough wood yet for a hunter's hut. So again, speed up time. Okay, we've got 23 wood. What you can do is you can put the hunter's hut over on this side. But you want to ensure that you're going back a distance that is acceptable. So a house, you can see, covers 2 little squares and is 3 wide. Okay, so everything is different sizes in this game. So you go for the hut, for the tents and the houses and the bunk houses, because they stay the same size, it's 3 by 2. So 3 across and 2 deep. So here you want to be going back, there's 2, there's 4, so you can put it here. So that allows another 2 rings of housing. And then we can put in our hunter's hut. And we want to build a little bit of extra path across. Reason being, of course, we want to put in a second hunter's hut. So again, speed up time. The cookhouse should be ready. It is. Lovely. There we go. They will now immediately start cooking meals. And we've got enough for our second hunter's hut. So we have 2 hunter's huts. Get those quickly equipped. So we've got enough for 2, which is what you have at the beginning, because we haven't got any additional people yet. So let's get this finished as well. There we go. And in. Now, next piece of research. We probably haven't got enough to do it at the moment, but we want hunter's gear. Yes, it's only 10 wood, so that's fine. And you want hunter's gear. So we've got faster gathering. That means the amount of resources we're now getting is 264 a day for coal, which is fine. And the next thing we want to do is get a coal mine built, but we're okay for now. We also need a sawmill for wood, but that is also fine because that will be down this same path. So once these coal piles and wood pile is gone, we'll deconstruct the gathering post, continue the path out, build a sawmill here, build the coal mine, and just connect it up with path. Now, of course, we also need a beacon, but that is fine because we will get people back as we remove things, and then we can balance out with engineers, because at the moment we've got 10 engineers who are free, so we can swap those over so we can get a team out from the beacon. Hi Danny, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. We are doing Endless Mode, and if you have any questions about the game in general, do feel free to ask. Happy to help where I can. Okay, again, speed up time. To be honest, I run the game when I'm playing it 90% of the time in high speed. I very rarely run at normal play speed once I get to a certain point in the game. Yep, we can keep going. Now, we don't really need any laws yet either. So when you're doing Endless Mode, it's not really worth putting any of this in until you start having the initial hits to hope. Okay, our research will start at 8 o'clock. There we go. We've still got resources to collect, but it's worth checking. So we've got 73 wood here. We have 155 wood here. And we have 60 wood here and 17 steel. But we only have 17 steel. And the only other steel piles are over here. So one of the other things that you want to build fairly early is the steelworks. Now our steel vein from memory, was over here. Sorry, over here. I was just pointing to a pile of broken steel there. Okay, again, so we need a beacon as well. As I said, we need an exploration team. It's quite important to get the exploration teams in this, so it's worth building our beacon. So tech and beacon, and we can put it in behind the hunters' huts, that's fine. Again, connect it up with a bit of path, and we're good to go. Now, what we want to do now is go to one of the gathering huts, and we want to reduce the population in here by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Max it out with engineers. There we go. So that when this is finished, we can immediately create a team of scouts. Okay, we've got our hunter's gear researched. Lovely. So, next piece of research that we want to do is going to be drawing boards, but we want heaters first. So, start on heaters. We've got 4 people that are hungry, that's fine. We now have our beacon, fantastic, which means we can now create a squad. Create the squad, and you immediately want to start investigating. So we've got a frozen pond, we've got a drafty shelter, we've got a windswept snowfield, and a frozen hulk. I would say out of all of those options, most likely that you want to go towards is the frozen hulk, because you're pretty much guaranteed steel. from that. Even though it might not be very much, you will get steel. Okay, again, speed up time. Steel wreckage depleted, so that's it. The steel wreckage is gone. All that is left at this gathering post now is 31 wood, which will be cleared fairly quickly as well. But look, we can carry on the path and add the steelworks. Okay, again, speed up time. We're at the end of the day. Magic stuff. There's nothing else we need to build at the moment. All the hungry people will get fed. We've got a population of 105 and we've got 120 food in reserve. These 2 hunters' huts should be enough for now because we've also done hunters' tactics. Okay, again, speed up time. Every time it gets to a night time, you know, you're not in any major rush. We have got our first temperature drop coming, which is fine. Because heaters should be researched by the time we're done, which will cover that initial temperature drop. So here we go. We're coming through to the next day. We're going to get heaters finished. And our guys are now only 15 hours away from their destination, and we're ready for our next piece of research. Now, drawing boards are only 50 wood. We've got 67. Get that underway, because if you go across, we literally have everything researched. Because this is endless mode, you also have coal mining and wall drill already unlocked. So let's go for drawing boards. Again, speed up time. Now, we will be running out of wood, I would imagine. How much have we got left? 102. Now, at the moment, we still don't need the heaters on. So as you can see, the hunters' huts, nice and comfortable. They don't have heaters. However, the medical post and the cookhouse are currently just livable. Okay, there we go. Wood crates are depleted. Gathering post resources are depleted. So that's it. This gathering post is done. Dismantle it straight away. No point in leaving it there for any extra time. The guys that were working there will now deconstruct it, and what we can do is get a path up for the steelworks. So again, steelworks over here. You want to build to the left hand side, and we've got enough wood, so you just go and build a path straight up to the front of the building. Doesn't need to be complicated. Nice, done. Again, speed up time. So the 10 people that were working in there can now work in the steelworks. Okay, drawing boards researched. Lovely. Okay, what do we do next? What is more important? Well, I would say bunkhouse is your biggest and most important thing on endless mode. Reason being, the first storm comes very, very quickly, and you cannot possibly research enough heating and everything else to protect your people if you haven't researched your accommodations. So again, bunkhouse, first thing you want to research, and you want to look to upgrading your housing as quickly as possible. Okay, end of another day, and our scout team should be reaching the Hulk very, very soon. So again, just get ready to hit play as you get closer to the time, because you don't want to waste time with your scouts either. Right, they're there. Steel and coal, what did I say? Explore. Okay, so a converted cruiser. The ship used to be part of the Royal Navy. Her armaments are removed, presumably to make more room for supplies. Okay, well, we'll take the 75 steel and the 82 coal. That has unlocked a radio station. Okay, well, we might as well go there. You could come back and go around all of these destinations, but you're actually generally better off exploring deeper for better stuff, steam cores and the like. Now, at the moment, we only have 1 exploration scout squad, and in the end, you want 3. But for now, we only have what we have and our limited resources. Okay, the steelworks is done. Fantastic, but we've got 94 steel at the moment, so I'm not overly concerned. What we are going to be concerned about is wood. Now, how much is left on that coal? 320 and 138. So what we can do now is build a second gathering post here. Okay, let's get the path in first. There we go. And build gathering post. because we'll collect the resources twice as quick, and we're not hanging around wasting time. There's no point. We've got the people, we've got the resources, you might as well do it. So again, might as well just use the engineers. Why not? They're pretty much useless at the moment for anything else. And we will now be getting quite a lot of coal, I would presume. Yep, 502 a day versus our usage of 144. Again, temperature's about to drop, so turn on the heaters. There we go. So for the gathering posts and for the cookhouse and for the medical post, as the temperature is about to drop, go to your consumption. We're now using 208 a day, but still way less than we are getting back from harvesting. Cold is coming. We're going down to -30. Our tents are still livable, so we're okay for now. And as you can see, everything else, because the workday hasn't started yet, is chilly. But as soon as we get to 8 o'clock, with the heaters being on, everything will be nice and comfortable again. There we go. So everything is livable. You could turn the heaters on in here as well to make it comfortable without overburdening your coal supply. Entirely up to you. For me, as long as it's livable, it's fine. Okay, again, let's speed up time. No point in hanging around. There we go. So we're starting to deplete our resources. Okay, so the next research that you want to do really is more scouts. So you also want the generator power upgrade. So let's go with that first, and then we'll do more scouts. Now, how much coal is left here? 249 and 46. So this pile's going to be gone momentarily. Over here we've got 128 and we've got 53. So the next thing to do is build, of course, the coal mine. Yeah, temperature's all good. Okay. So again, people, we've unlocked bunkhouse, so that's 20 wood and 10 steel, but you want to get your coal mine in first. Again, you just want it built. Don't have to worry about it actually being connected at the moment, although we can. So let's bring the path off of the corner. Just bring it down and across. There we go. It connects it. Yeah, we've used our first steam core. Okay, magic. We have 5 and we now have 4. Coal pile has been depleted. Storage is near capacity for coal, and in fact coal is now full. So they're not going to continue mining it as a resource. That's fine. You don't need to improve your storage yet. Okay, generator power research upgrade complete. Now the thing is, when you unlock these, it automatically turns them on. And if we go to consumption, we're still not using a huge amount, which is fine, and everything will now be lovely and comfortable. But it doesn't need to be, but we'll leave it on for the night. Because when things are comfortable, you've got no chance of people getting sick. Okay, again, speed up time. Oh, add our next research for tomorrow, and for that we want our next scout squad. So more scouts and start. Now we're nearly out of wood. And we need 10 wood to build a sawmill. Okay, they've approached. So the radio station has got more steel and more coal. So explore. So we've got 60 steel and 55 coal. It's an old mast, blah, blah, blah. All we've uncovered now is a lonely boulder. Now, is that worth going to, or is it worth going back to one of these, or returning the resources to Newcastle? I would say let's go for the lone boulder before we head back. Because you never know, it might have some surprise resources. Now, we've got 5 people who can man the coal mine, so we might as well. Oh no, what am I talking about? No, we do not. Cancel that and turn the heater off. We will use that for our second scout squad. Okay, so again, fly through the night. No point in hanging around. Might as well run the game at high speed. Again, flick it back to high speed when it switches it back to normal play speed in the morning. There we go, temperature's going back up. Flick your generator back to steam power 1, and our consumption versus production is an enormous difference. But that's because we have these coal piles. That's going to change very, very soon. Okay, again, speed up time. There we go. We've got 10 wood because the next thing that we need to build is a sawmill. So, build sawmill. Takes 10 wood. We can't place it here till this coal pile has gone, or we can put it there, but it won't be able to get much wood, which is not what we want. So ideally, we want to put it here, which would destroy some resources. Not really the end of the world, but once this has gone, we can place it here. Now, how much coal is left there? 90. Okay, cool. So hopefully they'll get rid of that by the end of today. There we go. And it's gone. Okay, so there's now nothing for the gathering posts, so we deconstruct both. And we build a sawmill. I think we can go to there without destroying resources. There we go, perfect. Again, speed up time. Okay, so we now have 10 people working in the sawmill. We have 10 people working in the coal mine. We can put on the heaters, of course, might as well. Now, let's have a look at our resources versus consumption. Oh, it's dropping, it's rising, it's dropping, it's rising. Oh my goodness, it doesn't know what it's doing. But as you can see, once the initial coal piles disappear, your consumption versus, I mean, I don't know why it's moving constantly backwards and forwards. Okie dokie. Anyway, meanwhile, down on the farm. Right, so our coal reserves are full. We are collecting wood, which is fine, and our guys are about 8 hours away from where they need to be. Plus, we have no one for the steel works. So we need more people. That's fine. Once this has gone, we've got the people for the steel works. So that will give us a steelworks for steel, a sawmill for wood, and a coal mine for coal. So you have all of your prime resources being generated at levels that can maintain you through the first storm. Yeah, wood crate's depleted, so they're just working on the coal, but the coal is full. What we could do is maybe build a depot. So let's go to resource depot, 40 wood and 20 steel. It does use quite a lot of resources. That's fine. What we can do is plop that up near the steel works. There we go. And what we will do is we will add coal so that we have higher coal storage. Now, research-wise, next one that you want to do really is going to be the medical post upgrade, just to heal people quicker, seeing as pretty much everything else is researched anyway, and the other one is the sawmill upgrade. So let's go for the medical post upgrade. And again, speed up time. Again, we don't need any laws yet. You'll notice we're on day 7 nearly, and we haven't implemented a single law. So we still have 15 kids that aren't protected by child shelters. Scouts have reached the Lone Boulder. Awesome. Explore. Was there anything else here? An industrial ruin. Industrial ruin. That sounds like steam cores to me. Let's go and explore. We haven't got enough wood yet. Okay. Right, so coal for our little storage hut. So we now have more coal storage capacity. So tomorrow everything else should be finished on the last coal pile, and everything else should be dandy. Now our consumption, as you'll see at the moment, is 504 a day because this pole is still here, but it's only got 30 coal left. So again, speed up time. Yeah, you got to hold on. There we go. Another day starts, and coal pile depleted. So destroy the outpost. We don't need it. So deconstruct it, the gathering post. And now that gives us 10 people that we can put into the steelworks. There we go, lovely stuff. And now we can also create our second scout squad. So we want to go to the drafty shelter. I'm sure it's got nothing in it, but it normally uncovers some fairly good locations. And also you tend to want to send your squads in opposite directions, and then clockwise or counterclockwise. So get your west or eastern squad to go north and the other squad to go south. so that you rotate them round to uncover as many locations as you possibly can between storms. And then once you've got 3, again, same process, you send 1 out to one place, 1 to another, 1 to another, and you either rotate them round or get them to explore the areas that they're in, so that you can cover as much ground as possible. Right, medical post upgrade researched, fantastic. Next, let's have a look, is there anything else worth researching? Ah yes, the sawmill upgrade and the resource depot upgrade. So let's go for the sawmill upgrade, only uses 10 steel. Again, speed up time, because the next thing we want to do now is start improving the housing. Okay, everyone's working. Oh no, finished for the day even. We got to 1800. And what we found here, oh damn, I was hoping for some steam cores. Okay, well, the building's been destroyed by a powerful avalanche. Lovely stuff. How much are we getting? 88 steel, 99 coal. We've covered a research outpost and a rock formation. So I would say the research outpost, hopefully, might have some steam cores. So that's the other thing you want to do as well. You want to hopefully get all the locations that have steam cores between storms. So again, speed up time. Now we're about to have another temperature drop. Let's see how many houses we can build. So bunkhouse, first one to do is the one that is not covered by extra heat. And what we also want to do is build our first steam hub. Okay, and you want it to touch off of the inner heat core. So about here works. And again, speed up time. Okay, so that first bunkhouse is done, and what you now want to do is see how many more you can get in. So 12 wood and 10 steel, we're going to be able to build 4 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we're out of steel. And it also means we're not going to be able to do any more research either until we've collected more resources, but that's fine, because your people are your most important resource. So again, down goes the temperature. So as you can see, still livable, but now the bunkhouses are comfortable. Go to our coal usage, we're now in negative territory. And that is because all the coal piles are gone and we now only have our coal mine. Now the other coal veins are over here, I do believe. Yep, here and here. But we do have 2 more piles of coal and some steel. So the next thing we're going to want to do is build an offshoot path out here to collect resources, but of course we've got no people. But what you'll need to do is shut down your steel factory and transfer the people to a gathering post. So this is where the early game is a bit on the temperamental side. Now what we can do is we can turn this off, and our consumption should stop and go back below. Yes, okay. We haven't found any people yet either. And more importantly, even though we've turned it off, that bunkhouse is still livable, which is the important thing. And so are our resource locations. Nope, we never turned the heater on there, did we? Whoops. Okay, Steelworks now has its heater on. Our consumption is still in the green, which is what you want it to be, and we have additional storage capacity. Okay, sawmill upgrade researched, so we now get wood quicker, and the next one that we want to do is the resource depot upgrade, so it stores more. Okay, again, speed up time because there's not much else we can do. Oh, we got a notification. A crowded shelter, so here we go. Lookouts at the beacon have sighted a storm shelter full of people. I see, awesome. Now that storm shelter stays there. Okay, so it's down here. Do not go to it before the first storm unless you're unhinged and wish to destroy your early city, so don't visit it before the first storm, because it will still be there after the first storm, and it allows you to build up your city more, then build the housing for over 100 people before you start bringing them to the city. Otherwise you put yourself under an enormous resource stress unnecessarily. Okay, again, speed up time because we're running through a day. We're just collecting resources basically at the moment. Doesn't really matter. Here we go. Another quest squad has reached destination. We've got raw food, coal and wood. Nice. Okay, so explore. We've got 33 raw food, 66 coal and 57 wood. And we've uncovered an abandoned wreck. So we might as well go and explore it. And our research is just about complete. Yep, and the next thing that we're going to want to do is drafting machines, which is 75 wood and 25 steel. Do it, because you do want the next level of technology unlocked, because as you can see, the next thing that's going to happen is the temperature is going to go up again. Now again, this is on the medium settings, this is not on hard. On hard, we would already be at a much colder level, but the gameplay tactics remain pretty much the same. Okay, right, research outpost. Hey, finally, we found one of the steam core locations. Okay, explore. So, gone home. People who worked here were explorers, paved the way north for the rest of us. They must have left in a hurry, perhaps to reunite with their families. Okay, don't care. All 5 steam cores and 83 coal. Magic. Now, what we have is a situation where do we go back to the rock formation, or do we come down to the frozen pond and then back to the city? I would say come down to the frozen pond, back to the city, and then we will send these guys back to the city and down to the south. But I'm sure this will uncover some more locations. But you'll notice this takes 2 days, 21 hours. Now watch this. If we change this to the city, it'll only take 1 day and 18 hours rather than 2 days and 21 hours, so 24 hours less. So it might actually be worth coming back to the city and sending them back out to the frozen pond. So let's do that instead. It's always worth remembering that they travel home far quicker than they travel to an unknown location. So sometimes in the early game it's worth bringing them back to send them back out again. Okay, again, speed up time. We're in the middle of the night, so we don't care about any of this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, actually, we should turn that back on, really. Let's have a look. How's it doing? No, it's still livable. That's fine. Okay, can we build any more? No, we can't. We haven't got enough steel. Well, it's just as well, because these guys are going to bring back 223 steel and 300 coal. And they're going to be here in 10 hours. So we should be able to get a lot of stuff done during day 9. Again, speed up time.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
Yeah, time to earn your bread indeed. 2 hours, they're nearly back. Ding ding dong. Oh, drafting machines have been researched. Okay, so next thing you want coal mining optimization, of course, because now you don't have any gathering posts. You don't have any, so you don't need the insulation for now. Heating wise, you also want the generator efficiency upgrade before the improved heaters. So that reduces the amount of coal you're using. So then that uses more coal. So you reduce, then you increase. You don't increase and then reduce. Again, same thing, lighter scout sleds is worth doing because it will make them faster. And again, you also want hunting tactics as well, which reduces the amount of people you need, which allows you to build a third hunter's hut. In fact, we'll do that first. Because that frees up 10 people, which allows us to build our third hunter's hut. Right, okay. So what we found in the abandoned wreck, we've got steel, wood and coal. Fantastic. Okay. So we've got 88 steel, 67 coal and 68 wood. Fantastic. And we've uncovered a broken tree. Okay, well, let's go to it. Again, speed up time. We're not going to finish the research today, that's fine. We can build a couple more bunkhouses.
Workday ends. It's off time.
Again, speed up time. Okay, so we're nearly built bunkhouses around the city. So if we zoom in, you can see we've got bunkhouses now almost all the way around. And we've still got a few tents, of course, that we need to upgrade, but that's fine, not a problem. And again, speed up time. Run this game permanently at warp drive. Okay, again, consumption, you can see we're still in the green. We're making 240 a day from the coal mine. Now, ideally, we're going to need another coal mine. But the rationalisation will improve it to 264 a day, because it will go up by 10%. Okay, so we've got hunting tactics, and we've reached the broken tree. Explore. What's it uncovered? A snowbound dreadnought and a supply depot. Okay, well, supply depot is closest. Let's go. Go to our research, and what do we have? Let's have a look. Coal mining. Can we do it yet? No, because we need 20 steel. Can we do any of it? No, because basically everything needs 20 steel. So it's all the same, the resource requirements. We could do generator range upgrade, but we don't need it. So go with efficiency next, or the coal that I was telling you about. So coal mining optimization. So that increases your production by 10%. Right, anyway, close, because we need 20 steel. So speed up time. There we go, we've got 20 steel. Go to our research. Now, it's your choice which you do first. Doesn't really matter, because this just reduces by 10% and then you increase by 10%. So let's reduce our consumption. And we're out of steel. And the way you unlock the research is actually very important in this game. And it's one of the key things. I mean, as I said, I've got 300 hours playing this game. But we're going to have a double drop in temperature coming soon. So we're going to go from back up to -20, then -30, then -40. And if you didn't have the bunkhouses by then, you wouldn't be doing very well. Because you cannot possibly produce enough coal to increase your production. So we've now got our 5 steam cores, 223 steel and 319 coal. Nice. And we can finish off the bunkhouses. There we go. Every property is now upgraded. Now, these guys, we can send them back out either to the north or to the south. I think we will go to the south, I think. So, windswept snowfield. Okay, again, everyone's working at the moment. Oh yes, what I didn't build was the 3rd hunter's hut. Okay, again, build path to it. Because we have 10 extra people now to populate it, so we can get extra food, which will allow us to slightly increase our population. But again, as I said, before the first storm, do not go to the storm shelter, because it can really screw you over. I mean, really screw you over. Okay, so we've got the generator efficiency, so the next thing to do is the coal. So that improves our coal production by 10%, and then the heaters. Okay, nobody's homeless. There we go, we've got our extra hunters. So that'll bring in some extra food. And we've got some sick absences. We've got 2 people sick. That's fine. Yeah, because everything's comfortable again. Okay. Right, again, speed up time, because the next thing you're going to want to do is you do actually want to put heat over your hunters' huts. It's something in the main game that I don't bother doing, but in this game it is very much worth doing. So we want another steam hub which covers the 3 of them. Again, speed up time. There we go, it's getting warmer. So everything's nice and comfortable now. But here comes the first storm. Okay, what have we found? Raw food and wood. Awesome. Take the resources. Immediately go to the snowbound dreadnought, because then you're going to have to head home. Again, speed up time. So we've got about so we've got about 3.5 days to the first storm. Okay, coal mining optimization researched. Now have a look. We're using, oh yes, of course, because this steam hub is on. That's fine. We're in the green now with the steam hub running, but we don't need this one running for now. What we do need is the nothing running for now, because we just want to collect as much coal as possible. So there we go. Back down to 184 a day, collecting 264, which is what we want. The sawmill has already hoovered up all of the wood that was nearby, so we need to destroy it. And we need to build a path further into the forest. No, I would say... Well, we're not actually going to be able to go that much further forward, so we'll put it to there. And build another sawmill. And again, put it down to here. Because that's one of the things as well, don't forget, because it's very easy to forget about your sawmills. Now at the moment we've got a mountain of steel, and potentially you could shut this down and you could transfer and build people another sawmill just to collect more wood. Okay, what have we found at the windswept snowfield? We've found a large crater. Well, this large crater has got a small number of people in it. Okay, so let's go to it, and what we will need to do is we will need to build an additional bunkhouse or two. So we want path, and where we have here, this is an area that is covered by the steam hub, so we want to ensure that what we're building next to is here. So the range, when we turn it on, let's see, goes to... Okay, so we can definitely put 2 more across here. So we'll turn it off again for now. And build people, a bunkhouse, and we can only build 1 because of course this uses up the space. Oh well, it's fine, is what it is. We can put another one here. So that's 2 more houses, which is enough for 20 people, plus we've got spare capacity for 5, so that covers 25 people. And these guys are going to find some people. Not many, but some. And it's also time to sign our first law as well, as hope is slowly falling. So we want child shelters. Get that signed. And then what you want to do is build a child shelter. And we'll put that over... Let's see, where do we want it? I think we'll put it here actually. So the child shelters will go all the way around this edge, because you will need quite a lot of them eventually. So first law signed, and then you will find once this is constructed you get another little hope boost. There we go, hope rises. So our hope is now above the letter E, which is nice, because the storm will bring that straight back down again. Again, we'll turn the heater on for that, that's fine. And our consumption is okay for now. Okay, again, speed up time. See, oh yeah, we need to actually man this, don't we? There we go. So 500 wood we're next to, which is okay. Day started, there we go, we're collecting wood, lovely stuff. Guys have reached the destination. Nice, more steam cores. Okay, so that is another 5 steam cores. Now this is why I'm saying before the first storm you need to explore as much as physically possible, because the number of steam cores you get reduces as you play the game further. So we've just managed to get 10 steam cores. Now we want to get these guys sent back to Newcastle of the North, because it's going to take 2 days and 5 hours to arrive. Well, 1, so from here to here is 1 to 2 to 5 hours. They're literally going to be chasing the storm. So, and we don't want to lose them, because they've currently got another 5 steam cores on them. Okay, research. What do we want? Well, ideally a steam sawmill. So let's get that done. Or do we want the steam steelworks? Or do we want the light scout sleds? Sorry, no, light scout sleds. We want our teams going faster. Oh, we got a notification of the storm on the horizon. Oh no, a note of thanks. Okay, hope will rise slightly. That's just because we've got the child shelters, so it increases hope a little bit further. We are going to get the notification momentarily for the storm, which is fine. Again, speed up time. Light scout sheds research. Look at that. These guys warp drived to their destination. Okay, survivors. I told you there were. Okay, right. So we've got a total of 10, 20, 30, 39 people. We've built most of the houses already. We've got enough for 35, so we need to build 2 more houses. So escort the survivors to the city. So they sought shelter in the crater during a blizzard. We found a large pit and a snow dune, but we're not going to make it because they need to return home. And there's no point in diverting these guys because it will take them forever, but we would have found more steam cores. But it is what it is. It's physically impossible to do everything on this between this first storm. Okay, right, next research. So, overdrive couplings. That increases the temperature by 2 levels when you're in overdrive, and it's worth having for the first storm. Oh, here we go. We got a notification coming out of something. Oh no, that's our next law. Okay, so next thing to do, once you've signed the child shelters law, is just immediately choose either medical apprentices or engineer apprentices. I always choose medic apprentices. So go. Because research in endless mode, eventually you'll have researched everything and it's useless. Of course it's better than letting them bum about all day. Good, let the kids learn. We need more skillful medics. Of course we do. So again, speed up time. We're about to hit another temperature plunge, but the good thing is, because we've done what we've done, everything at the moment, is comfortable. Look at that. It's all nice and red. It's all comfortable. It's nice and warm. So we're not going to hit any major problems. Again, we're going to have a temperature drop. That's fine. We've got everyone returning, so that's also cool. Now what we might be able to do, because we've got a day and a bit, is send this squad out to the frozen pond and back again, but there'll be nothing at the frozen pond. Okay, again, speed up time. And here we go, temperature starting to drop. And here's the notification. So, storm on the horizon. Storm has appeared on the horizon. It will reach our city in the next couple of days. We have to call back all our scouts and prepare for the deadly cold. Yes, indeed. But by now, you should have 3 days worth of coal. See, there we go. Our hope has just plummeted. But we have 7 days worth of coal usage. Obviously, when we level it up, so increase our steam levels, then it will be a bit higher consumption, but that's also fine. We're in a position where we will be safe. Oh, we forgot to build the houses. We've got 14 unaccommodated, so there we go. 2 more extra houses built, and let's put down the path. Yeah, might as well build it across. There we go. Okay, we'll move some of this housing later as well, because what you want to have is separate districts. So housing district, industry district, everything else. Well, I do anyway. Okay, these guys are waiting. How long would it take them to get there? 18 hours. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. They'd get back in half as much time, but you're not going to uncover anything. So, and the other guys are going to be back in 13 hours, so that's good. Okay, now more importantly, we now have additional people, so we can build additional stuff. More importantly, we can look towards our second and third coal mines, and then a factory, and then automation. Okay, come on people. There we go. Here come all the people from the wasteland. Ding dong. And they can get everything built. Overdrive couplings have now been researched, so that's another important one before the first storm. Okay, is there anything else worth doing? Yes, there is. Improved heaters. So that's going to increase our coal consumption, but that's fine. And it might be worth now actually building a gathering post up here. There we go, get all of that built. Obviously it's not going to be any good for the storm, we're not actually going to occupy it, but you might as well build the path out and get it built and ready to collect, because you've then got the path all ready for the coal mines. So that's why it's worth doing. You might as well collect the resources. I mean, we've got more resources over here as well. 2 piles of steel and another pile of wood crates, but to be honest, once you get past the beginning areas of the game, you tend not to need them. I tend to get them just to get them out of the way because they're taking up space. Okay, again, speed up time, might as well. We're going to have another temperature drop soon. Lovely, look at all those lovely resources. We've now got 14 14 steam cores. Nice. Okay, is this going to be worth populating? Yeah, maybe actually, because it will give us additional coal. Okay, let's populate it, and again turn on the heaters, which are about to become better heaters, so that's also fine. Again, speed up time. Our squads are waiting, that's fine, because they might as well, because the storm is on its way. And we're going to go to -40 now, so quick look at the temperature graph. Need to turn this on now. So our steam core now needs to go on. That's for our steam hub. It's fine. Reason it's fine is because, and turn on the heaters for everything basically. Now our consumption is still going to be green. Yes it is, because we built the gathering post. So here we go. They're collecting coal, which has improved our coal collection, which basically we needed to do. We've got improved heaters now as well, so quickly collect on our consumption again. We're still in the green, that's the important thing. Everything is now comfortable. The gathering post is livable. We need to turn on the heater in the wood place. There we go, because we've got one person sick. And we can do another law. So the next law that you want to do really is sustain life. We get that signed. That improves hope, gives a little bit of discontent, but the discontent will disappear, so that's fine. And we also want to build another resource depot. So resource depot, get it built. In fact, we'll build 2. And we'll build a 3rd one over here. And you'll see why in a minute. Let's build some path. There we go. And research as well. So, what research do we want to do? Well, to be honest, the next best one is steam sawmill and maybe gathering post insulation, because obviously we are now using a gathering post.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Ah, Lannister, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with her. Leinster 11. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, I'm off work today, so I thought I'd do a live stream and thought I'd do Frostpunk. Okay, so we want extra coal storage. Oh, Lannister. Okay, Lannister. I said it right the first time. Awesome. Then we want some additional steel storage, and we want some additional food ration storage as well. So all of these bars across the top, we're just making sure they're all in good positions, and we are about to get the storm in the morning, so we're going to want to shut this down. We're going to want to turn this on as well, 24 hours. It's going to push us into negative coal territory, but that's fine because it's only 482 a day, so we have 4 days worth of coal. Now that's the important fact. Now when we turn up to steam level 2, that's not necessarily going to be the case. So let's go to steam level 2. Our consumption is now 755 a day, but we have 2 days. This is only going to last 1 day. Now we don't need steam level 2 yet. We can wait until about 4 AM, 5 AM, and then turn it on. So speed up time. 2, 3, 4, 5 AM, pause. Now what you want to do is multiple things. Okay, you want to remove your staff, so no one. Again, no one. No one. And again, no one. Now, obviously your resource manufacturer is going to drop to 0 for everything, but it's survivable, and this is the best way to deal with a storm. Okay, so go to your heat map. You want to go to your generator. We're at 5 AM. You want to increase your steam level to steam level 2. You do not want to hit your overdrive until the storm hits, because we have no upgrades to our generator yet in relation to the overdrive, other than the overdrive couplings. So by doing this, you will make sure that the generator doesn't go critical and you survive the first storm without anyone dying. Okay, so it's all micromanaging, but you know, it's fine. Again, speed up time a bit. Okay, we're at 6 AM. Yeah, we've survived another night. We're at steam level 2. Now the temperature graph should show you everything is comfortable. That's fine. And get ready. Here comes the storm. You wait for it to hit. Okay. It's nearly there. So the temperature is going to drop 3 levels. Well, the overdrive couplings mean that we can raise it by 2 levels. So here we go. Here comes the cold. Give it a couple of seconds for the temperature to drop, and then hit your overdrive. So overdrive, you'll see, so that bunkhouse is freezing at the moment because it's not covered by a steam hub. That is very, very annoying. Okay, we're going to have to put one... Dagnabbit. Okay, that's fine.
Work time. Get back to work.
And then what we want to do is build another one out here to there, and build a steam hub about there. I know that's overcrossing, but it's fine, and we're going to have it turned on as well, of course, which it will be, so that's fine. Bingo. We've now got no one freezing. We've got now our consumption's going to have gone up to 800 a day, but we've still got 2 days supply. And if you go to the overall temperature, the hunters' huts are actually livable, and that's one of the other things you want to maintain so that they don't get frostbite. See, now at the moment we haven't got a single person with frostbite. Everything is comfortable. The workshop is actually cold, so let's go with nobody in the workshop. Let's shut that down. There's no point. We've still got research because this is comfortable. Everything else has got no staff, so everything is in a good place. And again, all we need to do now is monitor the generator's stress, but because we've done the couplings under the research, so go to our research, because we've done overdrive couplings and energy generator efficiency, as well as the improved heaters before the first storm, everything's fairly good. We're in a reasonably good position. So again, what you want to do is speed up time, because there's literally nothing you can do. Okay, so we've got gathering post insulation. Next thing you want is probably a steam sawmill. So go with a steam sawmill. Again, speed up time, because there's nothing we can do here. The child shelter, again, is currently too cold to operate, but that's fine. There won't be any kids in there, so it's not a problem. And the kids are helping in medical facilities anyway. Right, okay, so again, speed up time. Now the generator stress, as you can see, we're at 40%. We've got the night to get through, and then the temperature lifts. So the storm literally only lasts for 24 hours in endless mode, rather than the 4 days or whatever it lasts in A New Home, the main story. But again, just watch your stress levels. We should be fine. Again, getting to 80%. Stress level approaching 90. We're at 5 a.m. Now, as you can see, it's going to significantly rise. You're going to have to watch it carefully. So again, speed up. We're at 89, 90% stress. Generator stress level critical. Yep, that's fine. 92, 93, 94, 95. Temperature's changing. Smack off your overdrive. There we go. Turn off the overdrive. I already have. Okay, so we've survived the first storm. Okay, drop your steam level back to 1. You can turn off all of your additional consumption because you don't need it. And now, more importantly, you need to get people back into your workplaces. So again, 10 people, 10 people. Oh, rotting roots. The sudden weather change has overwhelmed the environmental controls of our hothouses. As a result, the roots of the plants have rotted. Until they regrow, the hothouses will work at only 10% efficiency. Oh, well, that's a shame. I haven't got any. Okay, max people in there. And again, up to our steel plant and max people in there as well. Go straight to your squads because we're going to have new locations. So we've got a ruined observatory. Okay, send a squad there. And what have we got over here? We've got a low hill and empty campsite. So let's go for the empty campsite. And of course you have the storm shelter that, as I said, do not go to before the first storm because you get over 100 people. You don't have the resources for it. Okay, we've got 6 people sick. That's fine. We can actually do another law. We've already done sustain life, so the next thing we can do is care house. We can also do extra rations for the ill as well, which is worth doing, but we can do care house next because that will give us more hope after the storm. There we go. And of course we have to build it. That's fine, not a problem. We've got the heat from this area here. Oh, by the way, clicking the middle mouse button, a lot of people don't know this, you can rotate buildings. So just by clicking the mouse button, you can rotate the buildings. Because sometimes it puts it in a way and you're like, I don't want it that way round. Why? Just click your middle mouse button, it rotates it. Okay, the other place you could put it is next to the child shelters, or to the left of the child shelters. It's entirely up to you. But I'm going to go and just put it here, because this is kind of a cluster zone at the moment. So just put that in. There we go. It's the best we can do for them right now, indeed. Right, turn the heaters back on in... okay. What? Yeah, there we go. That was confusing me slightly. New settlement spotted. Sir, our scouts report the discovery of another settlement. We should send them there to see if it's inhabited and if there are other people there. Let's find out. Okay, so which one have we been uncovered first? Ah, awesome, it's the hot springs. Fantastic. Okay, so if any of you have played The Edge, where you get the prison camp, the food camp and the coal camp, this is now, because we've turned on settlements, it is in endless mode, and that's why I said it makes it a hell of a lot more exciting to turn it on. You can do endless mode without the settlements, but I find it quite boring, if I'm being honest. Now, we have 19 spare staff at the moment, so what we really want to do, once all of this is gone, is get our next 2 coal mines built, because before the next storm, you want your next 2 coal mines. And of course this will become a housing district, although we need to move this, because if we go to the temperature zones, this needs to be, I think, 1 or 2 clicks over. Care house promise fulfilled. We've got some more hope. Lovely stuff. This we want to deconstruct. We're only going to get 15 steel back. It is what it is, because we need to move it slightly further to the left. Okay, again, speed up time. Steam sawmill researched. Fantastic. Go to our research. What else do we need? Ideally a steam steelworks. Now, under exploration, the next thing is also a factory, because we want to start building automatons, really. and then it will be mechanical calculators. Do we want flying hunters as well is worth having, but for now we're okay. Yeah, let's go with factory next. Okay. Right, so resource wise we now have steam sawmills, so we want to upgrade our sawmill. Trying to remember where I built it now. It's down the south edge. Yep, there it is. Actually, no, there's only 180 wood left. We might as well leave it, and once they've harvested that wood, we'll extend the road even further, of course. In fact, might as well do that now. Extend the road down to here, and then we'll build a steam sawmill. Now, how long have I actually been streaming for? That's a good question. Hour and 15 minutes. So we've got about 45 minutes left. I'm doing the same as I do for my normal live streams, which is stream for 2 hours. If you're enjoying this content, I am going to be creating, as I said, more Frostpunk content. So I will do all the scenarios, and I will do some live streams of Endless Mode as well. So I will carry on this build in additional live streams. I mean, I love this game. I love Fallout 4, which obviously I do my other live streams on. And there are other games that I love as well. The new content for The Long Dark, the Void, has just Signal Void, has just been released today, or yesterday I think it was. So again, that's more additional content. It's too much to cover. Right, we're at the end of another day. Lovely stuff. Now again, quickly go back to your look and see we're actually in negative territory for our coal. I presume that means... No, did we not... Have we left something? Yes. I know we've got both of these on. That's what it is. Okay, we don't need this on now, so turn it off. So we're only at -30. Everything's comfortable, and our consumption should now be back just in the green. Yes, it is. Good. Okay. I was looking at my coal numbers and I was like, that's not right. Now, we could actually hypothetically turn this off as well, because these are all comfortable. So, let's turn this off. There we go. Okay, I think that was my front door. Bear with me for 1 second. Because although I'm off work today, my wife isn't, so I knew when the door went I'd have to go and get it. Right, okay, so resume. And as I said, we want to get more coal production. And we want automatons, because automatons collect coal 24 hours a day and don't need to be kept warm. Okay. Let's turn the camera slightly. I prefer, for some reason, this angle, but high speed again, because our explorers are nearly at their first destination. So it's taken them a while, but they're nearly there. There we go, 8 minutes. Let's close off our coal mine. Okay, so what have you found? A whole lot of nothing by the looks of it. A wrecked steamer and a lost vehicle. Okay, so wrecked steamer and lost vehicle. Lost vehicle is all the way over there. Wrecked steamer is all the way over there. Hot springs are down here. We might as well go and meet them and then go to the wrecked steamer. So let's go to the settlement. Again, speed up time. Yep, indeed, another day. Where's the... how much wood have we got left here? 131. I think we might as well deconstruct it. Scouts have reached the ruined observatory. Okay, let's go and get them first. Okay, so steel and coal, fantastic. Domes collapsed, everything else. They've uncovered a desolate valley. Okay, well, let's go to the desolate valley. Okay, again, what was I doing here? I was Ah yes, going to deconstruct this, so I might as well take it apart. I know it's a work day and you shouldn't really do it during a work day, but you know, whatever. Okay, again, get it destructed. Hit play. We've unlocked factory as well. Fantastic. Steam sawmill. That's not going to destroy any resources, and it's going to give us loads. Okay, so it's going to be a while before it needs to move again. Again, speed up time. Get everyone to build it. I know we need to be doing research as well, and in fact, the research that we want to be doing now is actually the next level of technology. Most definitely. Okay, so we want mechanical calculators, 100 wood, 50 steel, bish bash bosh, done. And we also want to build our factory as well, but we want to build that in a warm zone where automatons will be. So we're going to build that over near our dual coal seam, not soul. Right, okay, again, get people to work, turn the heaters on, done. How much wood is there? 1,627. Nice. It's going to be a long time before we need to shut down that sawmill. Okay. Coal consumption. Again, we're doing alright. The stress of the generator is back down to 33%, which is also good. And I would imagine, yeah, down to 500 coal and 24 steel. Now we've still got 19 people that aren't working, so we could actually potentially build another resource gathering post. Just whack another gathering post in there, just to get everything collected quicker. Again, our scouts are nearly at the next location.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
There we go, 14 minutes, hit play, and that is ready. So again, let's go with max and max. Scouts have reached the hot springs. Okay, so explore. Here we go. One of the first settlements we deal with. Okay, so amazingly people actually live here. Yes, and we are going to be working with them going forwards. Okay, and they have plenty of food. As a gesture of goodwill, they're eager to trade and they're giving us 100 food. Fantastic. Okay, now go to the wreck steamer. Okay, we can enact another law. We don't need to at the moment. We got all the way down. I mean, you can do prosthetics, which unlocks them in the factory. Another good one to have is cemetery, but we don't need it yet. No one's died. But you can save it for a hope boost later on in the game if you need it. Okay, and construction-wise, we have unlocked the transport depot. Now, the transport depot is needed to be able to interact with the settlements. Plus, you need to create construction squads, and it's over here somewhere. Here it is. Okay, so you have to build it, and again, it's one of those things that we're not going to build it right this second, but again, you have to connect it up with road and everything else. So let's get through this night, where the temperature is going to drop again, but we should remain comfortable. And actually, what would be worth building is our third workshop. Might as well build road all the way around here, actually. There we go. I love the fact that as they walk around, you can see them walking through the snow and just leaving like little cutouts in the snow as they walk through, and where the steam keeps the ground exposed. You have indeed survived another night. Again, speed up time. There we go, nearly constructed.
Frost is here.
Again, max people, have a look at your temperatures now that it's minus 40. Now again, don't worry, these are all cold. That is because nobody's working there yet. And again, the care house will be the same. All of these will warm up once the day starts. We do need to turn the heater on the second one there. Okay, so everything should be okay. There we go. As you see, everything warms up.
There's plenty to do.
But this could probably do with being turned on. There we go. And we're going to need to turn this on as well. So, which is why we need to get these coal mines built. Again, speed up time. Guys have reached the destination. Fantastic. Explore the desolate valley. That's uncovered a rock gate and an abandoned campsite. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go to the rock gate first. It's further away, and come back to the abandoned campsite. And we've got a lost vehicle down here, of course. And we've got our other squad going over here to the wrecked steamer. And then we've got the low hill to explore. Okay, again, speed up time. These resources should nearly be depleted. So what we want to do is we want to build our next coal mine and our third coal mine, because we've got the resources to do it. Then we want path. Here we go. Gathering post, resources depleted. So that we couldn't reach. So get rid of that one. And again, we want path. So connect it up. And what you can do is you can either go all the way up now that this is gone. So up to here and across. Again, speed up time. And what we also want to do is we want to build a steam hub, which will keep both of the mines warm, and we want to build our factory in the same heat zone. So we want our factory here as well. Okay, speed up time.
Workday ends. It's time off.
Yeah, that's fine. Get everything built, people. Temperature's going to go back up again as well, which is good. Okay, Steam Hub is on for the people that are working. That's fine. Again, we do want it on 24 hours a day, but we've got 7 and 7. So 7 there, 7 there. And that will massively increase our coal production. So again, we're only really on day 19, and already we have 3 coal mines. And that's how you want to be. Now, obviously, we're going to start getting people sick here, but the temperature, it always happens. Before the temperature goes up, people get sick. I find it hilarious. Right, okay, next thing you're going to want is house and also flying hunters. And under heating, you also want the heater efficiency upgrade, because it reduces the amount of coal that you're using. And then under resources, you're going to want a steam coal mine as well. You want to upgrade at least one of them to steam. Okay, let's go with house first. And we'll also want our second steel mine as well. Right, we've explored the wrecked steamer, so that's given us coal and wood, so 93 and 63 respectively. And what we can do is we can send them home and then send them back out again. Oh, they uncovered some cracked ice as well. Okay, no, let's send them to the cracked ice. It's only 15 hours away. And we've got no time till these guys arrive. Okay, distinct spottings, Frostland. What have we found? We've found blue dunes and an ice maze. Okay, so the question is any of this going to be interesting? We don't know, so it's worth exploring. So we'll go to the blue dunes. Okay, again, speedy weedy, up the time, and the temperature's going to go up. There we go. So everything will be nice and comfortable again. And again, coal consumption wise, because we've now got the 2 mines running, we are getting 871 coal a day. So what you can potentially do now, I think, if memory serves me correctly, is go to steam level 2 all the time. You now don't need to worry about dropping and raising. So steam level's going to go up, everything's going to be comfortable, and we can deal with a much higher temperature drop. So again, consumption, nice and good. It's going to go down a little bit once this pile is depleted, but that is fine, because that's going to give us an extra 10 people, which we will then put into the mines. And we'll start creating our first automatons as well. Okay, so again, speed up time. And speed up time. Come on, collect all that coal. How much is left? 55. Come on, get rid of it all. There we go. Oh, we got a notification. We've spotted another storm shelter. Oh, ghost on the horizon. Captain, the Beacon Lookouts have reported an extraordinary sighting. A Victoria-class dreadnought wreck has been spotted on the horizon. These advanced vehicles were used for the most important tasks. Yes, now, this is items that you collect, so we have to explore it. Okay, where is it? And it's all the way over here. Okay, so buried dreadnought, you will always have to use resources to uncover the blueprints or whatever are hidden inside it, but it is worth doing. It's good fun. By good fun, I mean painful, and sometimes you have to even use steam cores to get the stuff safely, or you can just kill people by sending them to their deaths. I tend to use safety. Right, let's deconstruct this, and then more importantly, we need to get 5 engineers. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fully staffed, nearly fully staffed, and we want to make 2 automatons. And our house has now been researched. So what we want to do is, where the housing districts aren't quite sitting right, is so we wanted to build an additional, how close are we? 659, 713 a day. Okay, we're quite close. So what we may want to do is go back down to steam level 1, because we don't need steam level 2 because we're only at -30, and then build an additional steam hub and put it. Oh, I need to turn this one on to see the range. Okay, turn you on and go for steam hub, and you, no, come on, power up. You fully powered up now? Yeah, awesome. Right, steam hub. Okay, so the range is there, so we want them to cross over there. Or I could move it 1 closer, so there's a bit of a double crossover. I don't think there needs to be though. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so put it there. Okay. And then we want to start building houses. So people, we've unlocked house. Well, first ones to do are always the outer ones. There we go, 5. That's used a lot of our resources, so we'll stop at 5 for now. Well, that's 5 houses. Okay, our guys have reached the next location, which has given us nothing, but we can see snow huts and empty snow hut. Okay, so snow huts. That's going to be more people, but small groups of people, rather than getting 130 people from one of those storm shelters. And as I said, that's the important thing. You do not want, even, I'd say even before the second storm, you don't necessarily want to go to the storm shelter, and there's another one that will appear over here as well after the second storm, or sometimes before the second storm. So you have the storm shelter here and you have the storm shelter here. Now between the two of those you can bring your population up to nearly 600, because once you have all of the settlements, so Hot Springs, the mine and the shipwreck camp, you will be sending people there as well, so you can manage your population much better when you have all 3 settlements, and you can send helping hands to each one, which brings your own population down, which reduces your coal requirements and makes your city easier to manage. Okay, again, so speed up time, because at the moment there's nothing useful going on. Again, food wise, we've got enough rations at the moment, although we could probably do with a 4th hunter's hut, and researching flying hunters, of course. So we've completed our research for house, we've built some houses. Next thing to do is go for flying hunters, because that will give you 30, 60, 90 food in a day. Divide that up, because for if you go into the cookhouse, you'll notice I haven't changed the cooking option at all, because you don't need to. So we'll produce 4 food rations from 2 raw food. So I don't know why it says it like that. It would be better to say we'll make 2 food rations from 1 raw food. but it needs 2 to make the, so I get it, but you know, it's fine, whatever. So when you're getting 90, you're getting 180 food. We've got 144 as a population, so we're all good. Speaking of which, we needed another child shelter as well, because we never built the second child shelter, so we need to get our second child shelter in as well. We've already built the path all the way around there, but we might as well also start building it around this layout. And then build it all the way down to there, and although it looks stupid, do that. I like everything to be very organised when it comes to my rings, but yeah, it's fine. We'll leave it as is for now. So we'll get a hope boost as soon as that child shelter is finished. There we go, because every child has a place in the child shelter. Okay, again, and explore, and what did I say? Oh, Blue Dunes had survivors. Interesting. They're burrows dug by people desperate to get out of the cold. Okay, explore. So we have 15 engineers and 19 people, so a total of 34. Okay, escort the survivors to the city. That's a shame. I wish I'd gone to the ice maze first now, but it is what it is. Okay, so we need to build at least 3 houses. Let's check our consumption. Very green, very good. Okay, house. So we're going to need at least 3 more. So 1. Oh, we can only build 1, so that's how much wood we've got. Awesome. So we need to wait till we've collected more wood. Aha! Automaton number 1 has been built. Fantastic. Okay. Automaton on. Bing bong. Okay, so our first coal mine is now being monitored by a automaton, which means it runs 24 hours a day, never stops, and we get the people back, more importantly. Okay, we've got 35 wood. I think we've got enough for another house. We have. And more importantly, we need to destroy some path. This path here. And we then need to extend this path round here. I know that's used all of our wood again, but the reason for that is the next house, although I can't put it down, will go slightly beyond this line, which is fine. Okay, anyway, click off of that. Okay, scouts have reached the snow huts, which is more survivors. Okay, explore. So, another 16 people and 14 children. So we're going to need a 3rd child shelter and more houses. So another 3 houses. So let's get lots of resources. Anyone see that automaton there just fly in? I swear that just aerial dropped from the sky. You're supposed to be on the coal power plant, dude, but okay. Not quite sure what's going on there with you. Okie dokie. That's a bit weird. Okay, we now have the ability to build hunters' hangars. Okay, as well. Okay, people. Focus. Houses. So as you see, next house here. Now we don't have enough steel. Epic. Actually, is the second automaton building? No. Okay, now our coal production should now be much higher. Yep, 882 a day. Very good. Might actually have to build some bunkhouses. That's fine. We can upgrade them to houses later, that's fine. The temperature is going to drop again, but everything is protected, so I think everything should be comfortable. Yep. Okay, so we're all good. Let's turn the second child shelter, and we need to build a 3rd one, so we need our 3rd child shelter, which we can't build because we need 20 wood and 5 steel, and we only have 4. Okay. So we have to wait till tomorrow. And as you can see at the moment, research has taken a pause because we need to focus on building and resources, which is fine. Again, speed up time. Very conscious that we are approaching the end of the stream, which is shocking. The time, as always, has flown by. But minus 40, we're still in livable conditions. What we could do is turn on the there, so they're livable. Again, coal mine, everything else could probably do with a thing now, but again, monitor the temperature when the shift starts, and as you see, everything goes back to comfortable, livable, livable, comfortable. Okay, the coal mine, no, we need to turn on the heater in that one, because this one's got an automaton, so this one's got people. We should have some people arriving in the not too distant future, so we need that third child shelter. There we go. Ideally, that would have been my fourth. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Cancel that. Build the child shelter over this side instead. Nope. Let's put it behind. Yes, because that's inside the zone of Steam Hub. Okie dokie. Speed up time. Right, we've got some steel. Not a huge amount. Not 20. Okay, first bunch of people have arrived. Very good. Do we have anyone? No, we've got 25 sick. So we need to build a couple more health facilities. That's fine. Let's build 2 medical posts. We can build them, to be honest, here. There we go. Again, let people work on them, and what we should now do is go to our book of laws and give extra rations for the ill. This will speed up recovery, so sign.
Listen, everyone.
I've only got 2 spare engineers at the moment, so what we need to do is find a workforce which is just engineers, which is here. Go to none, put it back to normal people. Now we've got our engineers available. There we go, engineers. So what you can do now, once these are populated, is give extra rations. Now where's our other medical tent? Where did I put it? So I built 2 here, there it is there. Okay, so you go to patients, we've got 5 patients, let's go for extra rations. So now they're going to be okay in 14 hours. So that's good, and now we can also do our next level of research as well. Okay, so we want the heater efficiency upgrade, but we need 40 steel for that. We're 1 away from what we need. Okay, that's fine. Speed up time, because the temperature's going to go up as well soon. Oh, yes, we need to send our guys out again, don't we? Right, so we can either send them to the low hill, or we can go to the abandoned campsite and work our way across. I think actually maybe we will go down. Do we want to go this way? No, we'll go this way. Go to the low hill. Okay, again, speed up time, because we need to wait for the dawn of another day to have enough steel to do what we need to. Okay. Right, load more people and some more steel and everything else. We've got 8 who are currently homeless, but that's fine. We've got a nice new bunch of steel, so we can build another house. And in fact, we can upgrade these as well. There we go. Okay, now we need to send these guys back out. We'll go to the abandoned campsite first. And more importantly, we will build our second steelworks. There we go. So nearly everyone should be no homeless. Why am I still seeing 8 homeless? Oh, because it hasn't been built yet. There we go. So we've got no homeless. We've got 49 sick. My goodness. Okay. So again, extra food rations. again, extra food rations. So that spills out. So these 15 should be recovered fairly quickly. Temporary hazard is over and is back to normal. Great, magic. Again, speed up time. So we are dealing with a lot of sick people, and ideally we could do with an infirmary as well, but it will use a steam core. 46 sick. Nice. Just what you want to see. Okay, anyway, next research. I sound a bit like Loki there. Anyway, carrying on. What do we want? We want heater efficiency upgrade, please, to reduce our coal consumption. Now, everything should be nice and warm. It is. But we are looking at a double temperature drop in the not too distant future. Now, let's see. Have we built the steelworks yet? No, not yet. There we go. Now it's built. And we want to use people. There we go. And we also now want to build food, another hunter's hut, and connect the path over. So that's enough for 240 people, and we've got a population of 209. And when we upgrade them to flying hangars, we will have even more food than we need. Okay, scouts have reached the low hill. Magic. Explore, and we found some wood. Lovely stuff. And we've uncovered a rock spire and a a round rock. North or south? Okay, so we'll go south because the other team is going north. So these guys will go this way, and we'll go this way because we'll go to the Dreadnought next, maybe. Again, speed up time. We've got a little bit of discontent, that's fine. Heater efficiency upgrade has been researched, fantastic. Next we are going to want steam coal mines, or steam steelworks. Steam steelworks. Now, how is our sawmill doing? Okay, we're still got 843 wood to collect, so we're still good there. We could probably do with now a second sawmill. So it might be worth... Where's the wood closest? Yep, we could just build one here. There we go. And build resources, steam sawmill. Oh, destroy resources. Okay, so we'll put it there then. There we go, and again, maximum people, doesn't really matter who we use, and make sure to turn the heater on. Quickly go back to our consumption. Look at that, lovely, 576 a day. We're only on steam level 1 as well. The temperature is going to double drop, so we are going to want to go to steam level 2. Go to steam level 2, our consumption is currently red. So that means we need to improve our coal income. We've only got 9 people working there for some reason. Let's increase that to 10. Of course, we've got a lot of sick people as well, which doesn't help, but it's down to 25. And what we should also be able to do is do extra rations for the sick again soon. Yes, we can. And we can enable another law as well. So what would we want to do? Debatable, really. You could go with prosthetics, or we can start at the beginning of purpose. Now, you can go either neighbourhood watch or house of prayer. It's entirely up to you. I always tend to go with neighbourhood watch, so that's what we'll do.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
Okay, we can put our first watchtower down, and we can actually put it quite in a good location. Let's put it one there, and another one. No, that's only going to cover 3 houses. Okay, so the next one's probably going to be better over this side then. That's going to cover 3. That will cover 3. So getting to the central houses is going to be a bit more of a challenge unless we actually demolish a house, which is an option. So what you can do, you can go to here, you can deconstruct it, and then build a house. So go back to people. Oh great, I've got enough resources for a tent. Okay, so we've now got some people homeless and not enough resources to build them a house. Yes, we have. Okay, I can't build it on its own. Okay, so I'll have to do a bunkhouse. That's fine. There we go. At least the day's started now. Right, now we go back to order and watchtower, and the watchtower we put into the gap here, which now covers loads of additional houses. There we go, and the bunkhouse is built. So now all we need to do is man them. So engineers, not that they'd be the best watchmen, but hey hey. Watchtower's built, hope rises, and we've got another crowded shelter, I see. So here we go, look, as I was saying, you've got another storm shelter here, plus the other one over here to increase your population as you see fit. Now we've got 15 people, we've got 297 food rations. So, for an extra 10 food rations, let's speed up their recovery, because they're about, so some of them might instantly get better. So again, food rations, and our third one, food rations, reduces the amount of time, takes them to recover. We've still got more food than we have population, so again, perfectly good. We've now also got the steam steelworks researched, so we might as well get these upgraded. And we will then, we'll build one for now. Actually, 21 wood and 15 steel, we might as well do both. There we go. I know that's an invalid placement because I wasn't trying to place it. Okay, again, we'll get these constructed. Bish bosh, and we now have steam steelworks. Okay, so distinct spot, explore. Scattered sleds and windblown forest. So we want to go to the scattered sleds. Windblown forest is miles away. Let's go to the scattered sleds first, and then we'll cut back across to the windblown forest, go around to the empty snow huts, and then maybe head back. These guys will go up to the ice maze, down to the lost vehicle. So bosh, 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 and then head back. And these guys will go ding, 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 and back. Very technical. Okay, and research, of course, as the next thing. We want steam coal mine, because we want to upgrade our coal mines. So, steam coal mine, 25 steel, 40 wood, bang, away we go. And we now need to collect enough resources for our additional automatons as well. In fact, we want to build another 4. We want to build another 4 automatons, which will use obviously 4 of our steam cores, because we want 1 on the second coal mine, 1 on the third coal mine, and we want 1 on each of the steel works. So that's a total of 5, and then eventually our wood mills we will also put automatons on. Okay, we're going to suffer a temperature drop soon. See how everything's doing at the moment. Yep, we're okay. We're probably going to need to increase the steam level to 2, which is going to put us into negative cold territory, but that's fine. We'll see how we're doing temperature wise when the temperature drops, because at the moment everything is comfortable, so that's fine. We're down to a total of 6 ill as well. So everyone is now in. Oh, we've got 6 in palliative care. Okay, so we've got 6 into our care house, which must have been some of the people that we brought back to the city. Okay, so temperature's about to drop. Let's see how it's going.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Not terrible. Not terrible, actually. Most of the places will be livable. Let's turn the heaters on in the watchtowers. In fact, the houses are still comfortable, so that's fine. And the coal mine will also be fine once it turns on, so we don't actually need to yet. So we should be able to get steam coal mines researched and get at least one built before.
Get to work. Move, people. There's plenty to do.
Okay, the guys are at the location. What have they found? Coal and wood. Okay, take resources from the abandoned campsite. And now head to the ice maze. Okay, exciting times. Okay, construction-wise, we're in a fairly good position. The next thing we want to do is start upgrading these to flying hunters, which will obviously get us more progress. And we want to build another housing district in here to basically put in 12 houses, which with a watchtower and everything else, which is enough to get the first group of people from one of the storm shelters. And once we've done that, we'll then create our... So, no, didn't want that. I wanted this, the construction menu. We will then build our transport depot and start our relationship with the settlements and start sending them what they need. In fact, the transport depot, now that we've got the coal mines in place, might as well be built. So transport depot. And then just connect it up with path. There we go. Scouts have reached the next location. Yeah, steam cores. Boom. Oh, and we managed to find 5. It's being generous. Nice. Don't care that they were attacked by polar bears. All I care about is let's get to the windblown forest next. And then we will maybe come back up and go to the buried dreadnought. Or maybe not. The buried dreadnoughts, by the way, are only there between storms. So if you fail to excavate them before the next storm, they will disappear. And they'll vanish. You will get new dreadnoughts uncovered, but you may not be able to collect the full 15 items that go in the archives. So when you first uncover a dreadnought and you go and safely explore it, you will then be able to build the archives. Don't know what that was, but I need a resource depot. Right, what's highlighted? There we go. Okay, good. Timely intervention. Child climbing the generator, and we rescued him. Hi, Mordred. Welcome to the tail end of the stream. Glad to have you with us. Literally going to be finishing probably in the next 10-15 minutes or so. Okay, so research wise, we do want to get the next heat level for the generator, so go for power level 2. And now we're able to build steam coal mines. We just need, what is it, 40 steel? Yeah, 40 steel, so it's fine. It'll be the end of one of the days, so not a problem. There we go. Steam coal mine. And bingo. Build it for the one that the Automatons doing. Might as well, because that'll increase our coal production. Bosh. Off goes the Automaton. 39.6 an hour. So if we now go to here, have a look at our consumption. Oh, look at that, 1,478 a day. Oh, I think we can go to steam level 2 quite safely now. Oh, we can. Boom. And that's just with 1. We haven't got 3 yet. You tend to find that coal becomes a bit on the silly side, as in you end up with mountains of the stuff. On one of my endless playthroughs that I've got of this, I think I've got 450,000 coal in warehouses. It's like, okay, what else am I going to do now? There is nothing else to do. I have survived. That's why I'm looking forward to Frostpunk 2, which hopefully, with it being play tested in the developer's country of origin in April, from the 14th of April, then maybe that means we might see alpha access or beta access before the end of this year. And I'm hoping I get an invite to be able to play it as well, because then it would obviously be good to showcase for you guys as well. Yeah, day's going very well, thanks Mordred. Looking forward, well, I'm off work today, so that's why I'm live streaming in the middle of the day. Okay, getting colder, minus 50, but because our, oh actually we want to turn on the heaters for the medical posts, there we go. And this is now cold, so ideally we want to actually put in another steam hub. We've only got 4 steel, so we can't. Let's see what temperature it gets during the day. Okay, it's still livable, whereas the coal mine is chilly. So we may potentially start getting some extra sick people, which is not good. Okay, we've got 30 steel, so we can put in another steam hub. The only problem is we can't build one that covers both. That's fine. We'll build this one here. Yeah, here. Okay, again, speed up time. Okay, generator power upgrade 2 has been researched. We do not want it to immediately go there because we'll be in the red. Yeah, we only need steam level 2. Thank you very much. And next piece of research. Now, we do have some steel. That's good. Okay, what do we want? Ideally, we want streamlined automatons. So we want them to be cheaper. A note of thanks. Someone's left a note at the care house. It reads, "Thank you. With all the work we have to do, it's so hard for families to properly care for an invalid. Places like this make life a little easier for us all, and hope is going to rise." Lovely. Check our consumption. We are still in the green. We have also should have built that additional storage facility now. Yes, we have, which I want to put wood. There we go. Oh, we've only got 6 out of 10 people here. I'm guessing some people are fatally ill now. Let's make it 8 people. There we go. What's this? Yeah, it's comfortable inside. Livable. That's fine. That's what we want. Okay. And we also have our transport depot now as well, so we can now create transport depot teams, but for that we need 10 workers. So we need to get rid of the workers from somewhere, so none, max, that's 8. And then, so interestingly, we seem to have, how many people were, 6 in palliative care. So 6 people are now in palliative care. They were fine, they're not anymore. That's reduced our ability to do stuff. That's fine. So what we want is another automaton being built.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
But we're still in a good position, relatively speaking. Temperature wise, everything is good. The city's doing not too bad. We do ideally need new ones for here. But that's fine. The temperature's going to go up in a day. Yeah, quite. Geothermal. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see in Frostpunk 2, Mordred, because it's the oil age. So Frostpunk 2 is going to be the oil age. So I am very much looking forward to seeing what technology and everything else they're going to do. And see if they have a blend from Frostpunk into Frostpunk 2. So like the last autumn for Frostpunk, where you're building the generator before the cold sets in, maybe they will have the transition from coal to oil industry. Be interesting to see. Okay, windblown forest. We've found some more wood. Lovely stuff. 94 wood to be precise. Okay, so next we could go for the empty snow hut. It's going to take a day and 16 hours to get there, or we can go back. Nah, we'll go to it. We'll go to the empty snow hut. We'll go to the empty snow hut. Oh, it's a great game. Avcrum. I'll call you Avcrum. So AVCRM. So Avcrum we'll go with. It is. I love playing this game. As I said, I've played over 300 hours. So, you know, that's probably a testament to how much I enjoy the game, because it's higher playtime than many of my other games. But the city, as you can see, we've zoomed out too far, we've built quite a lot in a couple of hours. So we have our full coal industry, we have our full steel industry, we have our wood industry under the go as well. We've got plenty more trees to cut down. We also have the possibility of putting in an outpost, I do believe. Oh no, it's been removed because of course we have settlements in this game. So you don't create outposts, you create settlements. It's quite funny that they actually remove the ability to do it when you have settlements. It would be cool if you could have both, but hey, it is what it is. It is on console, you are correct, Mordred. It is indeed. But we are at time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're into the last 5 minutes of the stream, so we will get some more done before the end of the stream. So let's kick the game into high speed again, because we want another automaton to be built. Scouts have reached the icy mage. Not worth the risk. We found a small sled with some supplies, probably abandoned by someone who got lost in the maze. We turned back to avoid such a fate, and we've discovered an isolated shelter. What makes you think there's going to be some people in there? Right, okay, so they're going for the isolated shelter. Again, speed up time. At least we're alive. Not everyone's so lucky. Yeah, we've got loads of extra people getting sick now. Good stuff. Streamlined automatons researched, so we're now building another automaton. And what we will do is we will send the second automaton to one of the steelworks. Here it is. Okay, now consumption. Let's have a look at our consumption. So it's good. What's this? Ah, yes, of course. Carry on with the project. Yes, we're going to have a dude working on the automatons now, of course. But we want to turn this one on. And for doing that, actually no we won't, turn that back off again. What we will do is we will put the second coal mine, turn it on for that, and more importantly we will turn it into another steam coal mine. So, actually no we won't, we will turn this one into a steam one because it's still got people working in it. Oh, can we do both? Ah, screw it, we'll do both. There we go. So upgrade the coal mines. So our coal mine production should be even more insane now. Let's have a look. Yeah, 1,900 a day. Boom. So we've got an automaton on each one. We should get another automaton built, hopefully. Oh, we need to create a couple more. I said to build 4. So why is it... What, do we have more available? No, we don't. I thought I said to build 4. Oh wow, awesome AVCRM. So you're living semi-off-grid with solar power, and do you have wind power as well? Or are you just living on solar and wind? So I presume you're micro-living. Are you living in like a very small property or anything like that? I love the concept. I love camping and everything else and being in the wilderness. It's why one of my shorts on my channel is a bit of day camping in the UK. Right, the next thing you want to do is morning gathering, because that's going to boost hope, or you could go to guard stations, which then allows you to send patrols, which improve hope. But of course you have to build the guard station, so go with the morning gathering first. That increases hope. Research, we want to go with automaton integration because that improves the efficiency, or we want to go with Steam Hub range upgrade, or healthcare installation and infirmary and cookhouse installation. It's probably actually worth going for the infirmary. No, healthcare installation first, then infirmary. God, do you know, I could just keep playing this, really. Oh, look at that, more steam cores. Oh yeah, steam cores. Oh yeah, 5 steam cores. Oh yeah. Unexpected bounty. Very unexpected bounty. In fact, you might as well return to the city, boyos. 1 day and 20 odd hours, that's fine. So that'll put us back up to 11 steam cores, which is awesome. And what we also want to do now, as everything else improves, is we're going to want to upgrade the flying hangars. Ah, and an RV, cool, awesome stuff. So are you permanently mobile, I presume, as in go around from point to point and place to place? Right, do we have any engineers in there? No, do we have any engineers in there? No. This is just engineers. None, max. Okay. Where have we lost an engineer from? There. Okay. Right, everything else is fully staffed now, I think. Yep. Cool. And, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for today, for this Frostpunk live stream, which I hope you've enjoyed. And if you're not currently subscribed to my channel and you have found this helpful, please do subscribe. If you want to find out what content I'm doing and when, then head over to the community tab of my channel, and every week I post what content I will be doing and when. But until next time, all it leaves me to say, of course, is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and from me, Know It All Gaming, good night.